If you are watching Ali Abdaal's videos, one thing that immediately stands out is his unique video editing style. In this Capcut tutorial, we are going to cover everything from his paperboard animation, text, overlays, backgrounds, as well as the sound effects. This is going to be a completely value-packed tutorial that you are not going to find anywhere else. I will be creating an ongoing series, so subscribe below so that you don't miss any of this in future. Let's get started. Step 1. Paperboard animation. You would have seen this kind of animation in his shorts as well as long form videos. Let's learn how to do that. Simply head on to this website called paperanimator.com. Click over here, or you can drag an image over here. I'm going to choose a picture of Ali. Over here, even if there is a background, you can simply remove it by clicking once. Immediately, the background will get removed. Then click on Use Image. Over here, it has given you options such as increasing the size. You can increase the edge thickness. Then you also have the option of increasing or decreasing the shadow blur. I'm going to increase it and keep it around 50. Now to give it a paperboard effect, just click on this button. That's it. It is as easy as that. Before exporting, just make sure that you toggle the green screen in the background. For doing that, click on the first button. You have got your green screen. Now click on export and export it as a video. Within 20 to 30 seconds, the video will get exported and you can import it to your project. So we have got the perfect paperboard animation. For removing the background so that you can add it easily to your project, simply go to cutout, select chroma key, bring it on the clip and click once. In this way, you can easily remove the background and add the paperboard animation to your project. Step 2 is text and text animation. Ali has a simple but great looking text in all of his videos. Let's learn how to create that. For our practice, I have dragged a small clip from Ali's video. Let's first tackle the glow effect. Go to text, drag the default text to the timeline. Over here, let's just write productivity. Let's choose the font as Poppins. For adding glow, scroll down. Over here, click on glow, reduce the intensity, and you can increase the range. Next, go to animation and you can give it type 1. Over here, you also have the option of increasing the duration of the animation. Let's keep it 1 second. In glow, you also have the option of changing the color. Let's say you want to give it a golden glow. You can click on the color, take it over here. You can increase the intensity, scroll up. Same thing in the color. I'm going to select this color. We have got our beautiful glow effect. Now let's learn how to add a shadow to create the effect similar to this text. In basic, again scroll down, undo the glow and add a shadow. I'm going to increase the size. Let's decrease the blurriness. Angle is fine. Let's decrease the distance. Let's go up. In the color, let's keep it white. Let's keep blurriness to around 2. As you can see, it is looking very similar to the text of Ali. Give it an animation. You can come over here. You can add something like open, wave in, or bounce in. All of these look great. Now let's learn how to add this text effect, which you would have seen in many of his shorts. I found two fonts which are very similar to the font which Ali uses. The first one is Impact. Scroll down. Over here, let's increase the size between the characters. Keep it around 3. Let's remove the shadows. The other option is Blackout. You can change the color. You can keep it black. In animation, you can give it the typewriter animation and keep the duration of the animation to around 1 second. You will find all the resources and the assets in the first link in the description. Step 3. Backgrounds. You would have seen in many of Ali's videos a blur background and things such as text and icons popping up behind his head. Let's learn how we can do that in Capcut. I'm going to cut a small talking head clip over here. Take a copy of this. For taking a copy, click on Alt and drag it up. In the video, in Cutout, select Auto Cutout. Within seconds, this will process. By clicking on Auto Cutout, we have basically removed the background of this layer. The background which you are seeing right now is the background of this layer, with the layer which is below. For example, if I press on V, you can see there is no background on the video. So firstly, to make a blur background, click on Effects, select Blur and drag this effect on the main clip and decrease the blur. Always remember, in basic, the layer which you are just dragged above, make sure that you always increase the scale and keep it around 105. Now let's learn how to add the text behind his head. Click on text, drag the text layer over here. I'm going to write book review. Let's change the font, increase the size. We want this layer to be between these two layers. For doing the same, let's turn the text layer into a compound clip. Right click on this and create a compound clip. Click on video, scroll down and click on layer 1. Now you can go to animation and give it a fade effect, or even you can give it a slide down effect. As you can see, we are able to beautifully add the text behind his head. Again, you would have seen this kind of paper animation in his videos. I have already provided this to you in the resources. So if you want to know where you can find it online, you can come to this website and search for paper texture. Instead of vector, select the content as videos. Then you get many free animations. You can click over here, and from over here you can download it free. Just make sure to provide the attribution so that you don't get any copyrights on your videos. Step 4 is icons. Ali's editors usually get these icons from flat icon. Or if you search for bulb, you would have seen this kind of bulb in many of his videos and his thumbnails. Simply download it. Let's go to Canva, upload the icon and select. Go to elements, select this shape, expand it from the corner. While expanding, make sure to press shift. Let's drag it to the middle. Right click in the layers, send it back. Click on the main clip. Over here, let's change the color of this to green. Let's keep it something like this. For the background square, let's keep it white. Let's keep the corner rounding to around 40 and download it. Let's bring it to our project. Let's keep it over here. Go to cutout, click on chroma key. Bring the color picker over here and click once. You can increase the strength and let's decrease the size. You can keep it something like this. Then you can go to animation. Ali usually has fade in, mini zoom, and then he couples it up with sounds. We are going to learn about sound effects in the last step. Step 5, effects and overlays. In many of his scenes, Ali has these dotted overlays and stop motion look which looks awesome. Let's learn how to create that in Capcut. I have dragged the image of car over here. Click on blue mosaic and drag it on top of the car. Let's decrease the filters. Let's decrease the size. Next, click on the image. Go to adjustments. Over here, we can decrease the saturation. Let's keep the texture as around 24. If I make it full screen. So as you can see, we have got our dotted overlay. I drag the car to the left. Now let's add a wiggle effect on top of the car. For that, you have two options. Either you can use rebound swing or play pendulum. Let's do it one by one. First, I'm going to drag play pendulum on top of the clip. Let's decrease the strength. Let's decrease the twist. So if you see, we have got that floating loop. I'm going to delete it for the moment. Let's add rebound swing. Let's increase the strength. Let's decrease the size. In the rebound swing, it is more about it is just hitting all the four corners again and again. It's just rebounding from the corners. You will also see noise particles in his videos. You can add them by dragging black noise to your timeline. Over here, you can decrease or increase the speed. Usually something like 3 or 5 is sufficient. You can see there is black noise in the video. You can go to retro. Even with noise one looks great. This is not really required in your talking head video, but if you want to create any animation at that time, this can be the overlay on top of that animation. So step 6, music and SFX. Ali's style of sound effect is very simple and you can learn it in no time. The most common sound effects which he adds to all of his videos are pop, crash sound, swoosh, typing sound and highlights. Highlights or the marker sound is shown when it's marking something in the video. The best thing about Capcut, you have all the sounds inbuilt in the app. Still, in case you are coming from a different app such as Premiere Pro or DaVinci, I have got you covered. You'll find all the sound effects in the first link in the description. For adding any sound effect, go to audio, click on sound effects. Over here, click then go to transition. You can use swoosh. Then you have the chick pop. This can be used when you have some icons popping up in the video. Like for example, there are 3 icons. You can just simply go over here, add this, trim it from the right, take a copy of this, press on Alt and drag, and again drag it 3rd time. We need this to happen very fast. You can trim this, put it over here, and then trim this on the left and keep it over here. Select all, you can decrease the volume. It is giving us a pop. Again, when there is a transition, you can add the swoosh sound. Let's decrease the duration. Let's keep it over here. Go to basic, let's decrease the volume. And lastly, for the music, Ali has this soft instrumental sounds, violin or piano sounds going on in the background, which gives us, the audience, a calm vibe. I usually use Envato for all my music needs, but if you're looking for a free resource, you can check one of these. So coming over here, I'll simply search for instrumental bits. From over here, I am going to select the tempo as fast. So all I need to do is simply download it and bring it to our timeline. So this covers our short but power pack tutorial where we cover each and every aspect of Ali Abdaal's video editing style. If you want me to continue this series, let me know in the comments which creator you want me to cover next, and I will catch you in the next video.